found the noodles. Spaghetti. Sorry about the glitch. Back. Now that we've found more spaghetti noodles, I am back. And I'll be right back. 'Hello, welcome in everybody. If you like watching this, please give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing. We're going to be making spaghetti today, as it says in the description. I got my noodles, got the meat. We are using 93% lean, 7% fat. Not bad. Pounds. Cast iron skillet. Thank you very much. Welcome in. I hope everyone enjoys the stream. Right now I'm waiting for the water to boil noodles. Uh, 2 pounds of noodles. I'm doing good, thank you. How you doing, Crystal Rizzo? Welcome in. Thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, I believe my cast iron skillet is hot enough now to do the to put the meat in. Okay. Again, I'm using the 93% lean. Oh man, that's that. So I have the heat on medium for the meat. Not completely thawed, but it's not super frozen, so it should be very easy. My spices today will be salt, pepper, oregano, and onion powder. Or garlic powder. In a 12 pan. Let's see here. Yes, I am definitely making spaghetti. Yep. It doesn't take me long to make the spaghetti. So, and it usually ends up being pretty good. I'll be adding the, again, sorry about the glitchiness. My phone hasn't been the greatest today. I will be adding the spices because when I drain the grease, I don't want all that or all the spices going with it. I want it to stay with it. I used a little bit of olive oil in the water for the noodles and a little bit of olive oil in the pan for the meat. And I do know that the meat creates its own grease and everything, but it just helps it along a little bit. I don't use too much, maybe a tablespoon. I do not have measurements for the amount of spices I use. I just, whatever feels good is what I use. And it usually ends up being pretty good. I have multiple helpers with me today. The dogs. Let's see here. I do. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you like it. Once I put the spaghetti noodles in the water, I will be boiling them for about 10 minutes. That's about how long it takes. Welcome back, Bay Shade. Everyone, this is my mod, Bay Shade. Please keep the chat positive. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing and sharing and liking. Give me a thumbs up. If not, thank you all for coming anyway. I don't discriminate. I ask that you please refrain from religion, racism, and politics in my chats. That's not what I'm about. I like to chill, cook, drink beer. And the water is boiling. I've got the temperature on high right now. Once I get it in, it's already boiling. I am going to lower the heat to medium high because I don't want to. Oop. All right. So once you get the noodles into the water, you should, of course, throw away the wrapper. Get a, I know it's like a salad tongue, but people use it to make spaghetti. Get one of these, and you're going to want to spread out the noodles so they don't stick together. But sticking will inevitably happen, so just periodically through the boiling of the noodles, what you're going to want to do is stir it to prevent them from being stuck together because no one wants clumpy noodles. Now that they're all submerged, I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit. and let that boil. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. And then now I got to get back to the meat, which is browning on medium heat. I can also display. Well, thank you all very much. I'm gonna just keep trying, or keep mincing up the meat until it starts to brown, and then once it starts browning, you don't have to do this as much because it's not going to try to stick back together and become one solid piece. A lot of people like to buy made meatballs. I've done it before, but I prefer it this way. If I had the ingredients, I would have actually done a very long stream, and started out by making homemade spaghetti when I was a kid. Haven't done it in a long time, but today, again, we're using ragu. It's not my preferred method, but I don't have long till everyone gets home and wants to eat. So now, my favorite part. I've got to drink this before the meat's done so I can drain the grease into the can. And of course, there are dishes in the sink. Where else would we have? I apologize. I know I should be on the screen, but I'm not. Here, here. Don't worry, I'm not breaking anything. I know it sounds worse than it really is. What I'm doing is I'm tearing a spot, so when I got to drain the grease, I can double clean it. So, there is that. What do I have? 3 people, yay! Again, like I said, periodically, to prevent clumping and sticking of the noodles, which I do have a little bit of. Well, actually a lot of it. Just go in with and stir the noodles around so they're not sticking together. But don't do it too hard, otherwise you're going to splash boiling hot water onto yourself. Trust me, it's not fun. It does hurt a little bit. I don't know what your pain threshold is, but I've got a high pain threshold. But everyone's different, of course. Individuals. All right. So, looks like now don't get confused. No matter how much you stir, it'll look like you've got clumps, when in actuality you don't. They're just laying, getting to know each other. I'm not a cookfluencer or anything like that. I'm just good stuff, and I hope everyone enjoys it. And I have a feeling that my girlfriend's going to call in the middle of this live stream, even though she gets a I am streaming, she'll be like, "What are you doing?" I don't know. I'm streaming, and so I'm still not going to answer, and I will see her when she gets home. Hopefully, she doesn't call multiple times, because if she does, it's just going to mess up my live stream. Be careful when you're doing this part because, again, like hot boiling water, you don't want hot grease on you. And actually, hot grease is worse than boiling water because it sticks much. Because it's fat rendering, it sticks a lot easier than water and a lot more than water. Water, you just wipe off. Grease tends not to wipe off, as everyone knows. So just take precaution when doing something like this. You know, get the meat into a crumble form or whatever. You know, have whatever consistency you like. You like the big meatballs, you like the small balls. I personally like to make sure every bite of spaghetti you take has the meat is almost brown, which means I need to finish my drink. Oh yeah. Cool. I don't have clumpy noodles. Look at these. Woo. Well, well, that sucks. Well, base, I'm guessing it's because of the way I grew up, that I don't have a sensitivity to pain per se. I don't know. I'm a very caring and loving person, but I was taught very young that, well, it was just a different time growing up. The whole Gen X thing is, there is a lot of truth to it. Going out, the street lights came on, drinking out of garden hoses, all that stuff is true. That's what we used to do. And then, although I did have very loving parents, if you were a fly on the wall when I was growing up, you would see a lot of different things. Things I'm not, but also things I'm not afraid to share. I can tell that it is slightly glitching a little bit. I apologize. Look at these noodles. Let's try one. See if I'm right on the time. Yep. I got about another minute until the noodles are done. They should be, yeah. And here's the crazy thing. The hardest part actually of doing spaghetti is actually getting it to mix. Especially when you don't have like a big stock pot to do. Excuse me. All right. Alexa, cancel timer. All right, so I canceled the timer at about 12 seconds. Oh my gosh. She telling me I'm doing amazing. She doesn't even know. Alexa, be quiet. She doesn't ever know when to shut up. Like, I'm serious. All right, let's see here. Let me get a noodle out. Yep, that's about right. The meat up a little bit so it doesn't burn. The meat is brown, by the way. Let me turn off the meat. Mix it up a little bit. All right, now here's the fun part. There it is. When you need to drain grease for a pan that does not have a topper, these things are a godsend. All right, now I just need to get my trusty Garfield, Odie. Let's see here. I'm gonna move you guys over here, and you guys get to watch do this part. Welcome back, Crystal. You're just in time to watch me drain the hamburger. That was not going to sound right here in a second. All right, so when you're draining grease out of burger meat, get your. All right, this is not going how I wanted it to, but all cold water. Well, at least that's what I've been told. So this is 7% fat that I'm draining out. Alright, that's enough. Ooh. Here we go, please. Thank you. It's not was drained out. How much? So that's about a third of a can. So about 4 ounces was drained out. And that is supposed to be 7%, 3.09 pounds. And let me show you the noodles. These noodles are actually doing. Now it's time to drain the noodles. All right. So give me 1 second. I gotta get the colander out. Guess what? It's in the dishwasher. Do. And all right, back over here with you. I am still gonna need my trusty oven mitt along with another one because this pan has metal handles on the side and they're not coated. All right, did I do this right? Yep. Still got a little bit of sticky noodles on the bottom. Yeah, get in there. Oopsie. Get in there. All right, so now we got the sticky noodles unstuck. Oh yeah, forgot I gotta mix in the spices and what have you. So I like to rinse the noodles of the starch, of course. A lot of people do. And I don't know why. Why is it wet over here? I don't know. Anyway, I got up Alright. So I turn the heat back on for the meat. And put a little bit of salt on it. And of course, can't beat the foot of pepper mill. Alright, good on it. A little bit of garlic. If you know, you know. The accident part. You know. Uh-oh. There's Kayla. There's my girlfriend, so I'm not gonna answer this. Yeah. Knows I'm okay, come on. I don't get it. She knows I'm live streaming. She needs to pay more attention. Alright, a little bit of oregano. Alright, so the meat is heating back up. Now I'm going to do something. I'm going to add butter. Sorry if it's glitching. My girlfriend, well, my wife, is calling. It's not sending voice. There it goes. So while the pan is still hot, I'll add a little bit of butter. Just to zoom that up. I don't know. Maybe a couple tablespoons. Alright. Alright, so I've spiced it. Got butter in it. It's going to be good. And thank you all very much for sticking with me this long. What I love about cast iron, cooking in cast iron is how easy it is to clean. I don't know who else. Screen top. Yes. Yes. Oh, actually, you can go to Dollar Tree and get the screen tops for $1.25 or something like that. Like that. I warmed up. The butter is melted. Now something else. Oh, my sister did not eat something I bought for her. Okay. So, if you ever go to Little Caesars, I'm going to recommend something. They're called Zap Packs. They are amazing. They've got onion and green pepper. Take a couple of those. Oh, there she is again. I don't think she understands. I'm not going to answer. Well, maybe she does. Nope. No. You can call. There. And I canceled it. Alright. I don't know why she keeps trying to call. But I didn't answer the first time. I'm not going to answer the second time. I love her. Like, I already know she's on her way home. She can get home all mad. I don't know who else is in a relationship. I've been with my girlfriend, well, I guess my wife, because she uses my last name sometimes. We've been together since July of 2020. We just celebrated 6 years. So, what's up? Oh yeah, we're still on spaghetti. So, yeah. We get the spaghetti noodles. I got the spaghetti noodle. Alright. Like a gelatinous mob. Alright, yes, my hands are clean. That's hot. Very hot. Get out of here, choo-choo. Alright. So, the fun part. So I need to take this and add the sauce in to the noodles and then put in the meat. A lot of people don't add the meat. I do. Yeah. It's gonna be good. Shake it. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Make sure you don't fake it, girl. I don't know. Shake it till you can't. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. A little dab of water in there. Shake it again. Dump it in. If you add the right amount of water, it still comes out the same consistency as original. All right. Gonna take this. Just start kneading away at it. And do remember, I still got about 2.5 pounds of meat to add, which is gonna be a mess. I'm trying not to make a mess. What's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna actually have to go get I'm gonna have to get another jar of the sauce, because otherwise it's not gonna sauce up the meat too. And I know you want everything to be the star of the show, but when it comes to spaghetti, really the sauce is the star. The meat and the noodles are just fillers. Alright. So, now the fun part. Adding the meat. Shoot. Of course I made a mess. If you add it in a little and then mix it like this, hopefully it's less of a mess, but it doesn't matter. I cleaned the stovetop anyway. Of course, it seems like every time I get it to the spaghetti, the meat, it's like, gonna dump. What's that law? What can go wrong will go wrong. What can become a mess will be a mess. Ooh, I made a scoop without it doing it. Maybe I should try again. And everybody, I am right-handed. Left-handed is slightly difficult. Although I did have to learn how to use my left hand when I broke my right hand when I was a teenager. So I'm, in a sense, slightly ambidextrous. I still got a lot of meat to go. Oh, that's probably my girl. Why aren't you answering? Well, because I'm cooking and doing a live stream. Why are you trying to drive and talk? Right? Who agrees with you? Let me know in the comments. Oi. So I've got about half the meat in here so far. And what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to go get another jar of sauce, which I have. Oh, shoot, and I got to make the garlic breadsticks. Darn it. Crazy thing is, I really do have enough meat in here already right now, but I prefer all the meat. I like it. I like meaty spaghetti, so let me know how you like yours. I like it saucy and meaty spaghetti. Because if you don't have enough sauce in, it's just dry. Who wants dry spaghetti? Like, I mean, it's spaghetti, and you don't want it tasting like it's like 3 days old, right? By the way, everybody, if you're doing this, yeah, it gives you a nice shoulder workout. And we're almost done getting the meat in there. Ooh, it's still hot. All right. So yes, cast iron does dissipate heat somewhat quickly, but somewhat not quickly, if that makes sense. If you grab it right, you can hold it right. That's all the meat that's left. All right, now before I mix this in, I am going to clean my skillet. Of course, many of you will disagree about how I do this. Many of you won't. I don't know. Yes, it's got a little bit of meat left in it, like little chunkies. Oh my gosh. So on a properly pan, you should just be able to sit out. Okay. Yeah, I know my girl's calling. I'll be right back. I need to go get some paper towels real quick. So, I did get, and I had to get the off, buddy. Let me put you back over here. But, so, if you have to put water in your cast iron skillet, make sure to wipe it. And a properly seasoned one like mine is, thank you to my best friend Mark, will be able to, for temporary purposes, I won't have to worry about not having oil in it, but I always put oil in it right away. Instead of using regular canola oil, I will be using, again, the extra virgin olive oil. And then just take your paper towel. And what this does, because water oxidizes, is it prevents rust. And cast skillets will rust very quickly. This is how you keep it clean and seasoned. And that is what the paper towel should look like after you're done, if you've done it properly. You shouldn't have, it shouldn't be all black and nasty. Alright. Now, like I said, I like a little extra sauce. Because I am the boss with the sauce, everybody. And I will dump a little bit more, nice and chunky. Oh, there we go. That's about enough. So, now put the rest in the fridge. Down, I guess. And then I'm gonna take. I'm gonna finish mixing. Oh, I forgot the garlic breadsticks. I'm just making frozen ones in the Emerald Lagasse air fryer. I'm almost done mixing. And when I show you this, hopefully it tempts your appetite. Again, this is about probably about 4.5, 5 pound tons of noodles. Well, I mean, they're going to gain weight because they absorb the water. So figure the noodles are 2.5 pounds, and then yeah, about 5 pounds of food right here. 5 pounds of spaghetti. This is, and like one scoop. I'm fat, but one scoop does me good. I'll tell you that much. All right. And for that tomato. Oh yeah, this is gonna be really good. All right. Put my oven mitts down. Put my spices away. For the most part. Garlic powder. So depending on my mood is what really decides like what spices I'll put into the spaghetti meat. Sometimes I'll add Italian seasoning mix or just oregano, and I mean that usually ends up pretty good. Sometimes I'll add like cayenne pepper, just to give it a little bit of a kick. This time I did not, but Zap Packs from Little Caesars do work pretty good. As just a little bit, a couple of those. And what I did, it's gonna be not that noticeable. It's really good. So let me go. I'm gonna go grab the garlic sticks, and I'll be right back. Let me move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. All right. Open things. To put when I do this, I like to put the garlic breadsticks directly on the rack. What the heck is going on here? This needs to be washed again. Anyway, I'll be right back. Watch out, Kiki. All right. So, depending on where you live, if you live in Texas, then you already know this. HEB. These are pretty decent. So it says conventional oven, toaster oven. Turn oven to 400 degrees. Remove breadsticks from. Well, I discovered something a lot easier, a lot better, and that is air frying. Because all air frying is just the convection. So it says 400 degrees for. Let's see here. Toaster. It just says 400 degrees for 7 to 8 minutes. Air frying can actually do these bad boys about 6 minutes. Like I said, I just like to place them directly on the rack. Oh, there's only 6. You know, they used to come with 8, but whatever. You know, these big old corporation types, they love to mess you over. Anyway, so put those in, turn this on, and air fry for, you set the timer for 6 minutes. There we go. And they're going to come out fantastic. This left. Alright. Throw that away. Are you guys ready for the video? Look at this. Boom. Does that not look good? Oh man, I forgot the mushrooms. Well, whatever. Life happens. Stuff. Life goes on and on and on and on. But I can tell you right now, it smells good. And I already know it's going to taste good. So we got 5 minutes and 5 minutes left until the breadsticks are done. Time to today was Chewy. Yeah, he looks real thrilled. You didn't drop enough food, butthole. Then we got, and of course, the most loving dog of them all, Kendra. Sorry about the glitchiness, everybody. I do know it's glitching. As far as I can tell, my phone is kind of hot. Oh, yay. Look. She ate her pad. Come on. Let's go. Thank you for doing that. And of course, this is going to happen. Guys are idiots. I am going to take them outside. Moki! Moki, come here. I need to take your diaper off. So, yes, she is a little over a year old, and come here. And she requires a diaper because she does not want to be trained. So I don't know what the heck to tell you. I got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. So, if someone wants to set a timer for 3 minutes. No, just kidding. Come on, let's go, Moki. Quit jumping on me. Wow, it is bright as heck out here. It does look delicious. Let's see. Anyway, so how's everyone doing? Again, thank you all so much for joining me for this. I expect my girl to be here very shortly. And look, she is drinking the water, the wasps. But she don't care. They don't bother her. They don't bother me either. But it's whatever. Yep. when it was 102 degrees, I decided to mow the front and the back lawn. And I actually think it looks pretty good. Probably looks better than my cooking. Just kidding. You guys want it out. Like, what's this BS? My sister calls wasps spicy sky raisins. It's hilarious. I love my sister. I love both my. For anyone wondering, my sister is gay. She has a wife, and I'm proud of her for becoming who she is and where she came from. She didn't exactly have the greatest, dating life before she got married to her wife. I'm proud of her and I'm happy for her. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So, before you decide to judge a family member on their life choices, be aware that uh, sometimes their life choices are going to help you with getting out of the bad life choices that you made. Just food for thought. Moki, get out of there. Jesus. It is very hot right now. It is literally 104 degrees out here. Sorry about that. Go to the bathroom, Moki. Hopefully you poop. I don't know. Anyway. See? Earlier in my shave and shower. Look at this. Nice and shiny. Yeah, I know you all are jealous. All you people with hair. Wish you had my bald head. uh, yes, I wax it. I use product. So I got these long flowing locks. I don't know why she does that. Ken, you ready to go in? Baby Bacon in the house? Bacon, where are you? Oh. Oh, you're coming run with the fluffy, Benji looking dog. Oh, Chewy's pooping. So we gotta wait for that. Chewy, you done? Come on. Let's go in, everybody. Let's go, Choo Choo. Because I'm pretty sure the bread's done. Let's go. Or if it's not done. Close to it. No, it's done. Oh, yeah. Yep. This is the hub. Now, let me show you. Look at how perfect these are. I don't know if you, yeah, can you see them? Here, I'll pull them out real quick. So, yes, breadsticks. Breadsticks are good. Look at these. Perfect. And I discovered this on my own. I was like, you know what? Thing doesn't work. Turning it on to the oven setting takes too long. They are soft, but they are perfectly made. They're not doughy. Anyway, this is going to conclude my cooking live stream. I'd like to thank everybody that joined us. If anyone is a new subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone else who came in. Thank you for all the thumbs up. You guys are amazing. Without you, I can't. And please continue to enjoy joining me on my journey to one day. There we go. And